like Ariel was brought out. Years ago, we used to teach on 44th and Broadway, and they were out there teaching, and this giant limousine came up, and you had a bunch of guys came out. I think it was a couple of guys. They came out, and they looking around at the signs and all that, and they said, "How the hell did you guys find that out? How did you find that out? We paid billions of dollars for you not to find this out." And they jumped back in the limo and sped away. These elites know. Another proof is this: if they don't know, Hollywood is always looking for fodder for comedy, right? Well, you got a gold mine down here. If we're supposed to be a bunch of clowns, why doesn't Hollywood come down here and make us try to look like the fools we supposedly are? You know why they're not going to do it? Because they know the truth.
This is the book of 1 Ezra chapter 4, verse 38. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another lesson, another video through the power and spirit of Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Alright, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, who taught us this truth. Alright, double salutations unto the brothers who preach and teach this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, who may look as the other nations, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akoats. Hey, the elites are afraid of this truth more than the hopeful elect is afraid of his persecution. Alright? Because, hey, this truth is the destruction of Esau Edom. Alright? This truth is what is bringing down Esau Edom infrastructure, his kingdom, you know, his rulership, and all that he stands on, stands by, and stands for. Alright? As you could see, the elders there, the beloved elders, Elder Apostle Larry Amlab and Elder Apostle Gabar, giving their testimony concerning this truth. Because you know something, what that simple testimony that Elder, that I shouldn't even say that not simple, that is a huge testimony. Why huge? Because it is a faith booster to the hope for the elect. A faith booster as in confirmation that we truly has the truth. Because when I just came into the truth back in 2017, you know, around October, November there, so 2017, I used to be brainstorming a lot concerning this truth, and a big part of that brainstorming was, hey, these people for a truth, for something of such this magnitude. Sit up, girl, just taking a sit there. Yeah, for something of such magnitude, these elites that be, they was to spend trillions, not billions, but trillions of dollars to hide this truth. Alright? They spent trillions and trillions of dollars to hide this truth. Alright? They was to do a lot of payoffs, a lot of bribes. Bribery to our own people, you know. Your so-called conscious community. Alright? Your so-called pastors, you know, your T.D. Jakes and they of the sorts. Alright? Your Vocab Malones. Alright? They spent a lot of money to hide this truth. Yeah? A lot of money to hide this truth. Let's go to Jeremiah 49 and 10. But this is the situation here concerning you, Esau, where the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, has concerning you, you know. It reads, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Because you see the situation with you guys are being exposed for what you truly are, and exposed for all the wickedness that you have done upon the face of the earth. You guys are being exposed on all levels. Right? You guys spend trillions of dollars, not billions, trillions of dollars to keep the world in utter darkness, to keep the world from knowing who the true children of Israel are and who you are. Alright? And what you really stand for. And your agendas. Because this truth is not just only about who the children of Israel are and what have you, know, but it's also about their agendas. Alright? Let's go into that word agenda. Bear with me, Baba Kusha. Let's see how quick I can get it. Alright, A-G-E-N. Alright, agenda. Alright, agenda. Agenda is a list of meeting activities in order in which they are to be taken up, beginning with the call to order and the ending with adjournment. It usually includes one or more specific items of business to be acted upon. Alright? And what is that business that is to be acted upon? The Great Reset, the New World Order. Alright? It doesn't just stop by just the children of Israel alone, in the sense that, you know, they spend all this money to hide our identity, you know. Yes, yes, that is a big part to play in it, but it's also there is agendas, all right. Where the children of with the New World Order, because the New World Order, a big part in the New World Order, which goes into the Rex 84 and the King Alfred plan, is to wipe us off the face of the earth, and whatsoever remains to keep us into what perpetual slavery and what have you. All right. These. That's why the scripture says, let's go to Isaiah. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, Isaiah 29, actually, Isaiah 29 and 15. It reads, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? All right? They didn't think for a moment, they didn't, according to the scripture in Isaiah 47, let's get that. And I have a list of scriptures here, but but scriptures just come into my head. Alright? As of lately, I just try my best, to try and go with the spirit, Isaiah 47, I think is 10. No. Although from 12 and all, but let's know. Yeah, this is Isaiah 47 and 7 actually. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right, because they've been going on with wickedness, they've been going on with what they've been doing to us for centuries, all right, and they was not seeing no end to their rulership, no end to their wickedness, no end to their persecutions and what have you upon the children of Israel, upon the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right, they did not see no end to it. They was like, there's no repercussions to receive. All right, but the thing is, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai has plans. All right, and his plans goes into what? His plans goes into this. Let's go to Isaiah 57. No, 55, I think. Isaiah 55 and 11. Yeah, Isaiah 55 and 11, it reads. And I'll start from 10. Alright? This is what they don't understand. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. What is this Yahweh Hashem Yahushua speaking about concerning this word not falling void? Let's go to 2 Ezra 15. 2 Ezra 15, and I will start at verse 1. It reads, but behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. This is what you fail to realize, Esau. Us waking up to this truth, us coming back to our heritage, us coming back to that remembrance, is all prophecies. Yeah? And this is what you cannot stop, because this is the might of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is him showing his work, his mighty works. Works that you can't stop, because you are what? You are carnal. Alright? You are carnal. Alright? So he says what? Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to what? To be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3. This is for you, Esau. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Right? Your Egyptologists, your who you pay off, the Egyptologists and them who you pay off, alright, to keep our people in a lost state. Alright? Your wicked Christianity leaders, alright? And all other philosophies that is outside of this truth that tries to discredit this truth. We are not to fear the incredulity of them. You know, your vocab alone, they're the main one, yeah? We are not to fear the incredulity of them. Alright? That try to where's the 4Ds? How the 4Ds just go? Lord help me here. Yeah, about show me a shy. To discredit discredit, disapprove. But yes, I'll remember once I get it, I will put it into the comment section. You know, to demonize and destroy. You know. Yeah, no. One is discredit, one is demonize, and one is and the last one is to destroy. All right. But we is not going to fear, alright? Because the more you try to send these people to try to discredit us, to disapprove us, yeah, I think it's disapprove, discredit, alright, demonize, and destroy, alright. The more you send these people on these agendas, hey. It's going to flop upside down. Alright, that's why the scripture says, let me see if I can get that. For the can do NOTH nothing. Come on, man. Pop up now. Alright. Alright, just 2 Corinthians 13:8. Let's go to that fast. Alright. 2 Corinthians 13:8. It reads what? For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Alright? And this is the thing here. You know, you guys can do nothing against the truth. But all what you're doing, alright, spending all that trillions of dollars to keep the truth away from us. Alright? All you just doing is for the truth. Alright? All what you're doing is just validating the truth that we have through the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Alright? And this is why your kingdom has fallen. Because we prophesying, we speaking the words into existence. We don't need let me see if I can pull that up. Come on. We don't need a gun. We don't need weapons and what have you to go to war with you. Alright, we don't need that. Alright, 2 Corinthians 10:10. Still in, right, it's right here. 2 Corinthians 10:4. Let's see. No, where it was. Alright, so 2 Corinthians 4. No, there's 11 Salakia. What the hell, man? Alright, yes, so 2 Corinthians 4:5, it reads, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, alright, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, which is what? Which is this word, speaking of the prophecies, alright, condemning you all by this book, by the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Alright? And the thing is, we using your own weapons that you use, your main weapon is Psalms 19. I will just go to the other scriptures that I have there. When I finish with this here, Psalms 19. Yeah, Psalms 19. I think I'll start from 1. Psalms 19 and 1. The heavens declare the glory of Yahweh. Because this internet that you put forth upon the face of the earth to captivate the minds of the people, because your internet, look at what the internet has evolved into right now, you know, into a very integral part of your beast system. All right. This is what the internet has reached to now, where you know, in that heights, in that serious heights of wickedness. All right. Where the people now, you want to integrate man to internet, you know, internet of bodies, internet of things, and all these things. All right, all these things. So it says, the heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. It reads, day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, in them that had set a tabernacle for the sun. All right. So this internet plays a very main role in your downfall. All right. You're being trapped. You're being snared by your own inventions. Yeah? You're being trapped and snared by what? Your own inventions. This is prophecy you are seeing literally before your eyes, Esau. Let's go to the scripture that was in the video. Let's go to Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. It reads, all right, let me see. It reads, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them. All right, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Which is who? You elites, the nations, yes, but the elites also, mainly. Because remember, they are in power, they are in control. All right, and we proclaiming the coming of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly and stupidly calls Jesus Christ. We proclaiming, all right, the Most High God, proclaiming that, hey, the Most High God does exist. All right, He does exist. We proclaiming. Bear with me, Baba Kusha. All right, we proclaiming the coming kingdom. All right, the coming kingdom, the changing of the guard, the new rulership. All right, of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We are proclaiming it. All right, and this is why they are afraid, because all that we are speaking is coming to pass. You know, it's being revealed, it's being manifest. And they are very afraid of it. That's why when I go to Revelation 12, I'll come back to this. Let's get this. Revelation 12 and 12. It reads, therefore, rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. Because why? Back to Revelation 11 and 11. After 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right, you get the understanding there, brothers and sisters? So they are more afraid of this truth than the hopeful elect is afraid of the persecution that they are going to bring forth upon us. Pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12 that I just read. Alright? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither, and they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies, what? Their enemies beheld them. Alright? Because this precept goes right back to Ezekiel 37. I will start at 1. Alright, it reads, The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones. Alright, this is Israel being in that dead state spiritually. Alright, spiritually in that valley, a valley of dry bones, that, you know, that walking through that valley of the shadow of death. Because everything that this world has to offer, which is shared out, which is given out by Esau, Edom, is death, is hell and death. Alright? Just last night I did a video, you know. What Esau is what? Esau is the cancer of the earth. The so-called white man is truly the cancer of the earth. Okay? So continuing, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. Alright? They were very dry because while we were void of understanding of who we are, void of understanding of the truth. Because remember, when you go to Psalms 83, Esau did a very good work, a very good job. I can't remember the exact let's see. Right, so it says Psalms 83 and 3, it reads, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in what? In remembrance. And they did a good job of that, from slavery all to now. Because as I just always say, the licks and the lynchings and the mass murders that Esau performed upon us during the days of slavery, it wasn't for us to be better hard-working slaves. It was for us to cease from our identity, cease from our heritage, cease from knowing who we are. And when they had made a good job of that, they know that they have to keep it up. And in order for that to be kept up, it has to be well financed. All right, through the media, through the churches. All right, witchcraft, all these things. It has to be well financed. Right? And as I said, that was in my mind, you know, when I came into the truth, I was like, boy, for we to be such in this state, you know, because I really started to watch out our people and watch how serious and deep this truth is, and see that a lot of our people, they reject this truth, they reject this knowledge, they reject this understanding, and a lot of them, they don't know it. Even if they reject it, because they know they don't know it, you know. And for them to don't know it, it has to a lot of trillions of dollars had to be spent, you know. Then you have your iconoclasm that played a big role, right? With the whitewashing of things, that played a heavy role in us losing our identity. All right, that covering the faces of the judges thereof. All right, pursuant to what? To Job 9 and 24. Yeah? So back to the Ezekiel 37. Back to the Ezekiel 37 and 2. Alright. I'll read verse 3 now, actually. It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, cause these bones to live. And I answered, O Lord Yahweh, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones. Prophesy upon these bones. Which is to what? Speak this truth, speak this word. But in order to speak this word, you have to study this word and get deep understanding. Alright? Which goes back to Habakkuk. Like, I ain't himself going to this to the scriptures that I have. But which goes back to Habakkuk 2 and 1, And when you get down the sun, then you would come out and you would prophesy. So what he said, prophesy upon these bones and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall what? And ye shall live. Which is the laws, the statutes, the commandment, but most importantly, the truth of who our true identity is. What is our true identity? Okay? And I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and you shall live, and you shall know that what? That I am the Lord. And this is what has taken place. Alright? This is what has taken place, and they are literally afraid of it. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. They will put that so-called tough look upon them. But why are they doing that? Because of pride, They are a very, Esau Edom is a very prideful people. They don't want to push forth to the people that they are weak. Because they know if they show that weakness, they will be devoured. But they are still going to be devoured anyway, because they are going to hold on to that pride to the bitter end. And that is what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai wants. For them to keep that pride. Don't let it diminish. Alright? It reads, so I prophesied, and as I was commanded, and I prophesied, and there was a noise, and behold, it shaken, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them about, but there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. And this is what is taking place. So now with that taking place, this is what you have in here now. Let's go to Amos 9. Amos 9, and I think it's 9, I want to believe. Amos 9 and Amos 9 and 11. I'll go straight to the point. Amos 9 and 11, it says, in that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. And boy, oh boy, this is getting Esau Edom sick. Right? This is getting Esau Edom sick. Alright? Because they know what they did to Yahushua Mashiach. There is persecution, there's slacking of persecution, slip of the tongue, there's judgment coming to behold them. They know what they did to the children of Israel, that there is judgment coming to behold upon them. Alright? There is judgment coming to behold upon them. Yeah? Let's go to our scripture here that I had written down. This is Sirach. I'm going to study Apocrypha, Sirach 20. Sirach 20 and 24. It reads, a lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. Alright? But they don't get it twisted. These people are perfectly well taught. Alright? They are perfectly well taught. Verse 25, a thief is better than a man that is accustomed to lie, because that's what they dwell upon, lies, deceit. That is their main strength. That is their main weapon. After the sword. Alright? But both they shall have destruction to heritage. Alright? The disposition of a liar is dishonorable, and his shame is ever with him. Alright? Their shame is going to continually be with them, especially when they are serving their slavery. Because they are going, because hey, when I go to Isaiah 14, scripture just booming in my head, boy. Wait, wow. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I think it's Isaiah 14 and 11. Let me see something. No, Isaiah 14 and 10, it reads, all they shall speak and say unto thee, because this, remember, we're speaking about his shame, right? Alright? Because his shame is going to be with him forever, right? So this is what is going on. This is why his shame is going to be with him forever. Isaiah 14 and 10, all they shall speak unto thee, shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become as weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Alright? Because you puffed up yourself with so much pride and so much lies, alright, and rule the world with a iron fist, alright, being that hammer of the earth, and hey, all it just take was some men who you look at as nothing, alright, some men who you look at as bums, alright, as crap. These men were the one that is responsible for bringing down a stronghold. These men was the men that was responsible for paving the way for Yahweh Shai Mashiach to come and do what? Destroy you. Alright? So yeah, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12 and 12. It reads, for who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or what shall or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom thou hast made, or who shall come to stand against thee to be revenged for the unrighteous men? For neither is there any power, but thou that cared for all Israel, to whom thou mightest shew that thy judgment is not unright. Neither shall king or tyrant be able to set his face against thee, for any whom thou hast punished, for so much then as thou art righteous thyself, thou orderest all things righteously, thinking it not agreeable with thy power to condemn him, but hath not not deserved to be punished. Yeah, I think let me go back to the hard copy for this for that simple. Remember, there is Old English, so let's be out my Babakusha. Let's be out my. I don't have my hard copy here. I don't have it next to me. All right, so 12 on. 12 and 15. All right, so good. All right, condemn him. Condemn him. that hath not deserved to be punished. Alright? That hath not deserved to be punished, because hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is a just man, and he would not punish anybody that does not deserve it. Alright? And this is the situation with these people. These people are going to get what they deserve. Alright? Verse 16, for thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, because this is what going with you, Esau. All right, you think the powers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are limited, or that he has no power at all. All right. That's why you deceive. The thing is, you deceive the world so much. You deceive and live in so much deception that you have deceived your own self. All right. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness. All right. Because thou art the Lord of all, and it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe thou art full of power, thou shewest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness. Thou makest their boldness manifest. And this is what is taking place with us here now. Alright, we are being bold upon the street, and our boldness is being manifest, and it is bringing fear. It is bringing fear. What that goes into, hey, let's go to Wisdom of Solomon 5. Wisdom of Solomon 5, yeah? 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be what? They shall be troubled with fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Now this is speaking about the chariots and what have you. Alright? But what is taking place right now before their eyes? Right now, this very moment. Alright? Right now, the time is what? Minutes to quarter to 2. Yeah? Right now, throughout the four corners of the earth, the brothers in England, I'm sure if you go on YouTube now, you would see a lot of lives taking place. All right, a lot of live camps taking place throughout the whole Babylon. Then the brothers in England, the Bahamas brothers and all. I sure right now, GMS Bahamas. I'm sure right now, positively sure that they are in camp right now. All right. This thing is a worldwide thing, and this is what is having them shaking in their boots. Yeah, because the scripture says, I think is oh Lord, what I did? Matthew 24. I think in Matthew 24 and 15, I think. No, not 15. Let me see something. Where is it, boy? Where is it? Oh, I think it's Matthew 15:24. Let me see something. Matthew 15 and 24. Bear with my Baba Kusha. No, not this one. Let me see. And this, yeah. All right, Matthew 24:14 actually. Oh, I didn't see that. Matthew 24:14. All right, Matthew 24:14. It reads, and this. Oh, I didn't see that. Anyhow, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, and this is what is taking place, and the end is being manifest. All right, and these people are sick to the stomach because this gospel is being preached throughout all the world. So yeah, they are afraid, And mind me, don't get it twisted. They are still spending money to try the best. Vocab Malone is an example. They are still spending money. But everything you Edomites will see that everything, you elites will see that everything that you are doing is to no avail. Let's go to that word no avail. I almost finished. V. Hey, look at here, man. Just so. Without without success. Simple. Without success. Simple as that. I didn't want to go through all that. It will be without success. Alright? It will be without success. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. I think it's... Let's go to... I almost finished. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. I'll go to 1 or 2 in them scriptures that I have right down there. Although I done use about 2 of them. 2nd Esdras 6. 2nd Esdras 6 and 11. I wonder if this was it. Alright, 2nd Esdras 6 and 11, it reads, I answered then and said, O Lord that bearest rule, if I have found favor in thy sight, I beseech thee, shew thy servants the end of thy tokens, whereof thou shewest me part the last night. So he answered and said unto me, stand up upon thy feet and hear a mighty sounding voice. And it shall be as it were a great motion, but the place where thou standest shall not be moved. And therefore when it speaketh, be not afraid, for the word is of the end, and the foundation of the earth is what is understood. Alright? And why? Because the speech of these things trembleth, and is moved, for it knoweth that the end of these things must be changed. And who is that must be changed? This rulership. Alright, this rulership must be changed. Alright? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is what is the beginning of it that follow it. Alright? Still in 2nd Esdras 7 actually. 2nd Esdras 7 and 43. It reads, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Truth is sprung up. Because, hey, pursuant to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Boy. Yes, so lucky about that. Yes, so I'm here. Pursuant to Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Alright? There's a time and a season for everything, and this is the time and the season for you, Esau, to be taken out of power. Alright? This is the time. This is the time. So let me go to Baruch. And after Baruch, one last scripture, and that is it. This is Baruch prophecy Esau Edom, Baruch 2 and 29. It reads, if you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. Yeah, in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. You cannot stop this. This is prophecy. You cannot stop it. Alright? And shall know that I am the Lord, their power. For I give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivities and think upon my name. All right, brothers and sisters, could go read the rest. Press for time here. Let me go to the last scripture, which is back in 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras, oh gosh, boy, I think it's 4, boy. I'm going to go to the hard copy quick here. Or 7, I think it's 7. 2nd Esdras, I think it's either 7 or 6. Yeah, 7 actually. 2nd Esdras 7. And 34. 2nd Esdras 7 and 34. Okay? It reads, this is the last scripture here. It reads, but judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong, and the work shall follow, and the reward shall be shewed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and the wicked deeds shall be under rule. Which means what? No success, no avail. Kal halayam la alahaya na Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Shai Ba'asham Raka Kodash Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahweh Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations unto the brothers who preach and teach this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so now more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akawats. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here, signing out and saying shalom, wabad babol to Esau, to 2/3, and to the wicked nation, the other nations, Shalom unto the hope for the elect.